talking to you guys. This was fun already.
This was fun already.
I
love how you're so up on things. You're like, I don't know, all the current events. Kottie and I think that we would never know. So how would you know? But
one of our producers emailed us a list of topics we could touch on today.
Yeah,
and I was sitting on my phone. And I went, oh, we're not going to do this to Leann.
Aw, you guys think I'm old, don't you?
No, because Samantha and I didn't know
also like,
one word.
I don't have the bandwidth to even look at what this means.
I was like, who are these people? Pizza slime? Like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know any of it.
Well, I didn't know pizza slime.
Yeah.
Well, no.
What is pizza slime? Well, it's pizza slime.
Well, it's pizza slime. Oh, that.
Thank you so much.
Cleared it up.
That cleared it up for all of us.
Now I understand.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I'm impressed with myself then that I knew more than you guys did.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, same.
Toss.
Yeah.
Toss. Right?
With your city vibes today.
My city slicker, a la Ralph Lauren C with my loafers.
I love it.
Hence the loafers.
I think I need to lean into the preppy look.
It's the look for, you
I
know
don't know what I am.
My whole life, I used to try to dress like Madonna in high school. Did not work.
Really?
No, like a virgin. No.
Rockin' 80s.
No, I'm too girl next door, like cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not pretty.
Not slutty.
Cute.
Sexy.
Yeah, no.
Slutty.
Girl next door cheerleader.
What a whore.
Exactly. I can't do the slick city thing.
I like a girl next door.
I have a power lesbian look.
You have power lesbian?
No, you do not.
I do. I do. I have a black tie power lesbian look.
That's my sister.
You do not.
Yes, I do, you guys.
Yeah, you don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Oh.
Not that a lesbian look is bad. It's
no,
hot.
but like Jenny loves that power suit, man, trouser vibe.
I lean into that because I think it's more attractive.
I look like the broadside of a barn. I look like an exact square in a suit.
Like
I look like SpongeBob SquarePants.
Same girl, same.
I look like an apple with two legs. It's awful. Every suit I've ever tried on.
I know. It's like I feel like the Hamburglar. Like I'm drowning in it. Like like there's not even feet. The coat just like drags on the ground.
You look like when you wear a suit, it's like if it's not paired with jeans on you, it looks like you're in trouble.
What do you mean? Like I'm going to
you're
court?
going to testify or something. You're like, here comes the big girl outfit.
So I know what you mean, though, because I agree that there's something sexy about leaning into that masculine. It's not even masculine, actually. I think it can be really feminine, but the traditional man blazer, button-up shirt. Like I think you can do that in a sexy way.
It's really structured clothing.
Yeah,
right?
and I think like not showing a ton of skin is also hot.
I agree.
I've worked, with what I do, I work with so many really, really powerful women. And what I've noticed.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
What's
so
the look?
It's been 15 years watching these women do carpets and stuff.
Yeah.
And I go, it's so funny where I go, they've got the most power than anyone on this fucking carpet. Or toe to toe with most of the men, the high men running streamers. And I look at, and it's so funny that all of them dress incredibly feminine on the carpet, like whimsical almost, where I'm like, that's so funny because if I were in that position, I would do a blend of like a fucking power suit to remind them like, no, I'm with the guys.
Whimsical.
Very whimsical, like a fairy dust angel.
Really?
Like ruffles and where I'm like,
who wears ruffles these days?
Exactly. I'm trying to
lots
visualize.
of people.
What about the day-to-day look?
Because you can't, I guess if you're a power exec, you're not wearing like a sexy dress that like talent would wear. Like you're not getting away with that.
Right.
So it's like almost like whimsical, like very feminine, overly feminine. You're like, that's interesting. I'm just not a feminine person.
I wonder if it's their way of kind of blending into the environment.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah, like playful party, festive.
Yeah, if you just kind of blend in.
Yeah.
Or I wonder if it's exhausting for them just being like a power woman.
It
all
is
the time.
Exhausting.
Where you're like, I just want to be a date tonight, even though.
But what's the
not.
day-to-day look for that type of person?
Still feminine, a little more structured though.
Yeah.
More structured.
Interesting.
I've always noticed that where I was like, I just want to put these fuckers in like an ivory suit and like a sexy cami, but not too slutty.
Yeah.
But pull their hair back, do a bold lip, and be like, no. I'm the top bitch now.
That's hot. I mean, that's
hot.
I agree with
It's
that.
a hot look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I wish I could pull it off.
You could.
No,
Yeah, you could.
Trust me. I've tried.
You ought not to do.
Ought not do that.
Really?
No.
I think you could rock the fuck out of a.
I think I'd have to have like it made for me. You know, like I can't go into a store. I've tried on so many different suits, and every time I try them on, I go, wow.
Let me tell you something.
That's
Those
bad.
cabby wide leg black pants with
Do
the
not
structure.
look good on me.
What?
They look terrible on me.
Wow.
I put them on, and Bert went, "Don't ever wear those again." And I went, "That's what I was thinking a little bit." But I was not sure. I thought maybe I was being insecure. He was like,
I
"Those do
wonder
not
why.
look good." I don't know.
Are they tight on your butt?
No.
What were they?
They're these cabby pants that what
are
dreams
cabby
are made
pants?
of. This old lady company we shop at.
This old lady company that we
Cabby pants?
Yeah. We drive a cab at night.
Are
and
they
our
like
cab-
are they like short? Are they like
No.
All right, there's like, you know how Tupperware was back in the day where
Yeah.
people would come and set up the Tupperware
Yeah.
and you buy the Tupperware?
Yeah.
Well, Cabby's kind of like that. It's clothing.
Oh, is it the brand?
Mary
Yes.
Kay.
Okay.
Like Mary Kay. It's like a
Okay.
trunk show. So I have a friend who invited me to this Cabby show. And so I went because I was like, well, I have nothing else to do on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And I love my friend, Michelle. She's awesome. And there's like, they have a collection that's only there for spring. You buy it
And it's
or you
literally
miss
like
out.
6 things.
And it's, yes. But every collection, there's one thing where I go, that's pretty awesome. And then I put it on and I go, that is amazing on my body.
And you-
One thing.
and you
every
wear it a
collection.
lot?
And I
she has
wear
this
it
one pair of
out.
jeans that she just, they're fucking
They're like home run,
traffic
beyond home
stoppers.
run.
And
And
I'm
then,
like, shit.
and then
the
I
price
bought
point?
her 120 bucks
120,
for
okay.
a pair of jeans.
Okay.
But yeah, so I got her a pair of
Oof.
jeans. And
Oof.
are you talking about the good ones or the bad ones? One was really good.
The bad ones.
The bad ones
I
are
was like,
bad.
Lieutenant Diane. They like hit like right here on me, and I was like, is it a no? It's a definite. She's like, take them off
It's a
right
no.
now.
It's a
Take them
no.
off.
No, there's no hope for you for this.
Yeah.
But I bought her some other like wide leg
Uh-huh.
jeans, and those are
Nailed.
amazing. And then she bought me some black like wide leg, and they don't look good on me. So we are the same clothing size,
Okay.
but I have shorter legs,
Uh-huh.
and like she
So
has smaller hips.
She can get away with a crop where I cannot.
because I'm short.
Oh, yeah. Well, I love a crop on anyone though.
Nah.
Not when it's wide.
Oh,
No.
oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah, but I can
Okay.
do a wide crop
Yeah.
because I got short little legs.
Yeah.
You look like olive oil.
What do you
I
look
do.
like?
No, me.
Oh, you
Like,
It's like, I look
Popeye
like
and olive oil, like, you know, her short little
yeah.
diggers.
pantaloons.
Pantaloons?
I feel like I always want pants to be short on me because I'm short also, and it makes me feel like I'm so tall. Pants are short on me.
Short.
Yeah.
It's like those jeans you had that I was like, I need those jeans. And
Yeah.
I bought them in every size because
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And it literally looked like I had just had abdominal surgery.
Why?
It looked like I had like
What
a
was
post-surgical bag in my crotch. It was so bad. Where I was like, I've never looked worse in any article of clothing in my life.
I don't believe it. I feel like
Samantha, it was awful.
Really?
It was so
So,
awful.
what was the problem? The waist or the hips?
Here's the problem. And here's my problem with most jeans, why I'm shopping at Old Navy now. Because I don't have a waistline at all.
Okay.
My waist does not go in. It is
Yeah.
straight up and down. And when
Yeah.
I lose weight, it just goes like this. It doesn't curve in.
Uh huh. Mine's pretty straight too. Ish.
It goes,
don't have
you
I
dip
don't
down
have, like,
into a
a-
butt at least.
Okay.
Mine just goes up and down.
Yeah.
In all angles. It's like a 3D imaging. And so in order to get a size pant that is high-waisted like that fits my waist,
Uh-huh.
I know where you're
they
going.
make do in the legs and butt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because someone with my size waist is typically a little bigger in the legs and butt.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
And then the crotch hangs down.
Post-surgical
halfway to your
bag where I
knees,
have
yeah.
like the gentleman jean. It's like the
Yeah.
9-inch zipper, and I'm like,
Gentleman jean.
Yeah,
None of those look good when you sit down, by the way.
No.
Like, even if they fit you perfect standing, you sit down and it's like, because it doesn't bend.
No.
The zipper this long doesn't bend.
no.
So bad.
It is.
Your party pouch. It's
There's
like,
been a few times in here where I'm like, whoa. Like, that looked odd.
that
Just
looked
sitting.
odd.
You just can't.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
I know. And it's so bad. As I get older, I didn't care about it when I was younger, but you know, in menopause, things start changing.
Yeah.
And like I went up a cup and a half in my bra,
Yeah.
and there's nothing I really do about that. And it's
Interesting.
amazing how much it changes how clothes lay on your body.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can never for the rest of my life wear a crew neck T-shirt. So sorry.
Crew neck.
Crew neck T-shirt
Why?
because
I'm surprised by that.
I look like Dolly Parton.
Because it like lays, yeah.
It's like I have
Yeah.
a shelf
Yeah.
on my, you know, I was like a full B.
Yeah.
I'm a full D now.
Wait, how? That's a thing with
Just
menopause?
from hormones. That's it. It's just my boobs just went, hello. They're huge. I feel like, you know what I look like naked? I
What?
look like
Tell
in
us.
Weird
Show
Science.
us.
In Weird
Show us.
Science, that movie Weird Science where they blow up her boobs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
look
And
like
then they go out and then they go in. Yes.
Yeah, I look like
So
that.
are you better in a V-neck?
Oh, I can only do a V-neck.
See,
What if
V-neck,
she-
I look like Mr. North America, where I'm like, hello.
No, I can't do. Okay, V-necks. Yeah, I can do a V-neck, or I can do like a square neck,
Uh-huh.
or like.
yeah.
What if she's like, I only wear crop tops now?
I can only wear.
My boobs just need the air and the
I just
space.
need the air. We need to get you that Skims bra.
Wait, can we?
What Skims
she,
bra?
She bought the Skims bra with the fake nipples in it.
What?
Oh,
Did you
it's
not
amazing.
see? You didn't see that?
I did see that now
Yeah.
that you mentioned it. Yes,
Yeah.
I did, and I saw it and I went, "Who the
Yeah.
hell wears that?
Yeah.
Why do you want your
Thank
nipples
you.
out?"
Thank
know.
you. She's
If
returning
there
it.
are
She's
ever
returning
a
it.
reason, but I don't have a reason to have my nipples out anymore.
Why would you?
What I
Why
figured,
would a person
what
need
I
their nipples
figured
out like that?
was when I got it, I went, oh, this is a great bra.
Uh-huh.
Great fucking bra.
Can you
Great
remove
bra.
Just
the
hang
nipples?
your
Take them
bag
in
on
and
it?
out? No. Okay. Yeah.
The nipples are there to
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah. Okay.
But then I could wear the bra easy peasy, but I don't wear anything tight enough to warrant having a nipple bra.
So then you just have a tent.
Yeah. So that is just makes me just look huge.
Even if you had something tight enough, I would be like, hey, I'd be so
would
embarrassed.
too.
I don't know. It seems like if I had like really small fake boobs or something, I get it, like if they were actually just a fake boob and you saw my nipples, that I'm like, okay, fine. But you're like doing it to like.
Well, yeah, and it's like a 34D, so I'm like this, and then the nipples point up.
Oh my god.
So you're like,
You play ring toss while you're waiting.
it's going back.
Horseshoe.
I was on a wait list. I was on a wait list forever for that bra.
Yeah, I know. It came out, I think, almost as a joke, and they wanted to
freaking
survey
flooded.
like how many people wanted it. They said that she did it as a play on Kanye's new girlfriend Bianca, because she was constantly being seen with like the tight like wife
Do you
beater.
follow her? It's bananas.
And like I think they were her real boobs. I don't know if she has implants or not, but
No,
she wasn't wearing a bra, and so all these pictures you'd see of her, you'd see like the nipples showing, and they said, I don't know if it's true, but they said Kim then did that bra to kind of like play on that.
But her nipples are like 2 sizes the size of this mic.
Who?
The
Bianca's.
areolas.
Yes.
You follow her on Instagram?
They're like personal pan
She has her own.
pizzas.
She
Literally.
personal pan
Because
from
they're
Pizza Hut.
natural boobs.
I think they're
And
natural.
they're like E's or G's.
They're huge.
Oh Jesus.
And so then you see this nipple,
I
which
think
there's
they're
something
nat-
less offensive about it. You're like, well, that's
Am I crazy to think they're natural?
no, they're 100%
They
natural.
look. They're huge, but they look
Oh,
natural.
you mean as in not implants?
Have you seen?
Yeah, but they're
pictures of her?
huge.
I have, yeah.
Wait, I don't understand. She has her own Instagram, because I feel like for a while she wasn't putting anything out.
I doubt she's allowed to have her own social media.
Oh, you just asked me if I follow her on Instagram.
Why
I
would
follow
she
the
not be
stories.
allowed?
Or-
Because of her nipples?
Because
no, because of her husband.
she's under
Oh.
like lock and key.
Oh,
Yeah, she's only like 27.
well. I'm not a Kanye fan.
No, I don't think many people are
No,
these days.
no, not at all.
No, but
in
I
fact,
mean-
I've made my kids get rid of all the shoes
So did
and
I.
even the music.
He's got
It's
great
a little
fucking
bit of a debate
music.
in our family, because Luca is like, is it okay to separate the artist from the music? And I said in some instances yes, in this instance no. Like I'm not, and I agree. He's talented musician, or a talented musician.
Yeah.
I think nobody can argue that. But there's a lot of good music out there. Like I just feel like it's bad vibes.
Well, it's kind of R. Kelly, even though it's a different thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of that
Oh
way.
my gosh, you know, like
a
I don't
little
know
bit
how
like
this
Diddy.
circulated in my house for a few
now,
years.
yeah.
Somehow, when the kids were little, they would sing "I Believe I Can Fly," and I'm like, okay. I just waited for that to die out. It took like 2 years, but yes. Otherwise, I'm not.
What did R. Kelly do?
supportive of him listening
What
to
R.
music.
Kelly do? Rape women.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Oh,
Young
yeah.
women.
Oh, the R. Kelly
teenagers.
Diaries. Yeah.
Aaliyah.
Teenagers.
Oh my God, that's right. That's right. She was a child.
Should I say teenagers again?
Yes.
Teenagers.
Wait, so can we flip topics? I'm curious. I want to know about menopause. I want to know about your journey with menopause. Can I ask you?
I thought you wanted to have fun today.
I
You
I
wanna
do.
talk about it. I'm just
I
kidding.
want to just know, because I'm so curious about.
Yeah.
And we don't have to go that deep into it. I'm just curious.
I'll go as deep as you want.
To know, because I don't think it's talked about that much.
It's not.
right.
No. I was just talking to one of my friends this weekend about it because she's just starting. She's 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And I'm a year and a half past my last cycle. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm almost done.
Yeah.
And it's like a spectrum disorder almost.
Yeah.
Because some people have no symptoms.
Okay.
And some people have the most extreme symptoms
Yes.
where you're like,
Interesting.
this is horrible.
So it's varying degrees.
It's completely varying.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's somewhere probably on the light to middle.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll tell you the number one thing that women I've been talking to my age find the most confusing is I have a marked reduction in memory. And I was just talking to Sarah Silverman, was on Something's Burning, and she's in the middle of this moment in life. And she was like, I actually went to the doctor, to like a memory care doctor, and said, I think I have dementia.
Whoa.
It's that
Yeah.
I wonder
crazy.
why that is.
It's
hormones?
It's hormones.
Yeah.
It's
Do
reduction
you
in hormones.
find like that's what it is, or you think that it'll sort of like ebb
No.
and flow?
It comes back. Well, I'm on hormone replacement therapy.
Okay. Yeah.
And that has been, I completely recommend that for everybody.
So you feel like yourself
Period.
again.
I don't feel like myself. This is what I was saying to my friend, because my friend was deciding whether or not she wanted to go on HRT.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't expect you to feel like yourself.
Oh,
You just
God.
feel better
Yeah.
than without it.
Okay.
So I still have memory
you
problems.
still feel like a stranger in your own body.
You do. I mean, I'm having emotional reactions to things that are foreign to me.
Yeah.
Like Bert and I will talk about something and I'll just start crying.
yeah.
Have I ever been a crier?
No.
I am not a crier.
Wow.
And then I'm going like, I don't even know why I'm crying,
Yeah.
but I
The
can't
Kreischer women
help
don't
it.
cry.
Yeah.
I can't
None of us.
stop
Yeah.
it. And Bert and I've had a lot of conversations about my shift in vulnerability. So I'm like, I was apologizing to him for having to take care of me in the way that I needed
Yeah.
caring for,
Yeah.
because it's such a departure.
From
right?
what your norm is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, I deserve to be taken care of.
Yeah,
But
and you
I
deserve
put
to be vulnerable.
And I deserve all of
Yeah.
that. But I put myself in his shoes and go, he must go, who is this lunatic that I'm
Yeah.
coming home to? She's
Yeah.
like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's true.
Yeah.
I sometimes have mood swings. I don't
Yeah.
understand. My body, not just my boobs,
Yeah.
but my body changed.
Yeah.
My skin changed.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
fuck. What
hair
happened to your
changed.
skin?
My skin was dry to start with, but now it's gotten, like, I'm not joking, it's gotten crepey. Like when you see, like Magda from There's Something About Mary. My skin has started looking like that.
The tanned woman.
Motherfucker.
It's crepey.
I'll start sleeping in lotion every night.
I do it, but
You're
I don't know if
sleeping.
it'll
Nothing's
do
gonna help.
anything. It's the hormones. To the point where I was working out and I'm like, I have so much muscle, but the skin on top of it
Isn't tight.
isn't tight. And it was like, I mean, you could have it surgically tightened, but other than that, it's just what happens
So
when
how
you're
many,
middle
like
age.
what percentage of women, and I'm sure you, like if you had to guess, because I doubt there's a statistic, but that actually go and get evaluated and get help or supplements or whatever when they're going through this. I don't think that every woman goes and gets their levels checked or even explores what the options are, right?
This
Yeah.
is a double-edged sword,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
One is I think women have a stigma that they should be able to handle or overcome whatever.
Yeah.
And I think we really believe that. So to say, hey, I'm not doing well, I need help, is hard for women in general.
Yeah.
I went to my doctor when I started feeling this way, and she said to me, it's part of life.
Yeah.
And I kept going, but it can't be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
There's got to be. Put me on Prozac. I mean, something.
Yeah, something.
That I
Yeah.
need. I am so foreign to myself that it's so discombobulating. And she continually just said, So I had to go to multiple doctors to get a doctor to go, no. This can be fixed easily.
Yeah.
Here's what you do. And I've done everything my doctor told me to do. And I am not myself, but I am so much closer to that.
Did you feel like creeping up, or was it just one day you're like, boosh, like you hit a wall?
It was a little boosh.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't, well, that's a good question. I had like night sweats
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah.
But they would come and go. I'd have
Yeah.
like pockets of them,
Yeah.
or I'd have a couple weeks where I
I
have
have night sweats.
them a lot. And
Yeah.
then sometimes it'd be months and I would have nothing.
Sometimes.
and then they come back.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
Yeah.
And the same with sleeplessness.
Yeah.
And
Oh, well, fuck.
well, you have young kids also. But my friend I was talking to
I have
yesterday.
dry skin, sleepless nights.
Well,
I sweat a shitload.
yeah, I sweat more now. I never sweat. And then when I got into menopause, I'm like, you look at me wrong, and I'm just like,
Oh, really?
yes, I've never been like that. My hair's frizzy. My hair in the back of my hair is
there
actually
anything good that happens?
curly.
It's actually curly.
My hair is curly now. I've had like stick straight hair my whole life.
That happened to me after kids.
Yeah, it's hormonal shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lola, after Lola, I got curly hair.
You could chalk
Hormonal.
anything up to hormonal shifts. And that being said, now do you find that anything that happens to you since then, you like are like, is it that? Is it that? Is it like, is it because of the menopause? Like when it may or may not be, right? Like it's almost like now do you feel like nothing can happen to you that isn't related to that?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That's how I
I'll
would
tell you
feel.
why though. So your estrogen and your progesterone have to be a certain ratio to each other.
Yeah.
And if they're not,
Yeah.
they cause all these crazy symptoms.
shit.
Like
Fuck.
like bone pain. Like
Kill herself after this
like
one.
total bone pain.
Then
Whoa.
just stay on birth control the rest of your life.
I was on birth control.
Go back on.
No.
Why?
I was on birth control and going into menopause.
Yeah.
And it wasn't doing anything.
She needs more estrogen, right? Is that
Correct.
Yeah.
So can you just get more estrogen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm on.
Oh, great.
I'm on estrogen, progesterone,
Do you do the cream?
testosterone cream.
Yeah.
And I'm on a thyroid support because testosterone and thyroids are like business partners.
Yeah.
So
the
if-
thyroid is like up to a lot of different
It's a
acquisitions.
sleeper cell just waiting to fuck with
No,
you.
it's doing a
It's-
lot of things. It's business partners with a lot of people in there, and
It
you're
is.
like, whoa, I didn't realize the closeness.
I know, right? The
Yeah.
problem with going to a regular doctor and getting a regular physical when you're
Yes.
in menopause
Yes.
is that they look at your numbers, they look at your blood level numbers, kind of siloed.
Yeah.
So your cholesterol is boom.
$1 million word, siloed. Love it.
but your cholesterol is regulated by your estrogen.
Yep.
So if you don't read it
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
novel
Yeah.
instead of like this chapter complete,
Yeah.
this chapter complete,
So what do you mean?
You're
If your
not getting a
estrogen were
comprehensive-
lower, then your cholesterol may be higher than
Correct.
it should be?
that's correct.
Lord, this is some
That's probably
crazy
why
ass
men have
shit.
such high cholesterol.
I don't know about men,
Duran doesn't.
but I know
It's a different.
my doctor was like, if your cholesterol's a little high, but if I give you cholesterol medication, that's a synthetic drug.
Yeah.
If I give you estrogen, that's a biodiverse drug.
Yeah.
That is a substance that your body creates already.
Yeah.
So it is not a foreign substance.
Yes.
The cholesterol medicine is a foreign
Yes.
substance. So I'd much rather treat you with hormone replacement therapy
Yeah.
and see if it will regulate your
Yeah.
cholesterol. And it did.
Oh my
So
God.
interesting. So is that like a lifelong? Did you have high cholesterol before that or no?
It wasn't really high,
Yeah.
but it was like almost there.
What's
Yeah.
that mean? What
Yeah.
number? What's
I don't
almost?
remember.
Like 220.
Probably something like
That's
that.
mine.
Is that yours?
It's
Yeah,
pretty close.
Probably 220.
But yeah,
That's what mine was.
then he was talking about all these other things like in my blood work that were all relative to these hormone imbalances, you know. And once my hormones started regulating from hormone replacement
Yeah.
therapy, I dropped weight. I'd put on like, I think I weighed like 145 pounds, which was more I weighed than when I was pregnant with Georgia,
How tall are you?
5'4".
Yeah.
And
That's
I-
not that much. Doesn't seem like that much to me.
That's my weight right now.
No, but I for
Heavy
whatever-
Leann is
Are you
skinny
not like
Kottie.
anvils like us? Are you not like dense little
I am
like
not dense
bricks?
little, no.
Oh, we are like you and I are like bricks.
I'm like bird bones.
okay.
I'm
You're like
full
my
of
mom.
I'm bird bones.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
light, so when I'm
Yeah.
like at
Yeah.
135,
Okay, so-
you're like,
yeah.
that girl needs
So
to lose
like
50
what
pounds.
size were you at?
10.
Okay. Whoa. So that's different than my 145, I
Yeah,
guess.
I was
You
the
were-
size.
you
So
were
is this like
soft.
a life? Is this like a lifelong?
Yeah, what's the plan
Is this
now?
a life? Do they say to you, "Hey, if this works for you, this is kind of like, you know, the long game of this. This is you're going to continue to do this indefinitely, or we may have to, you know, tweak things." Okay, so. But there's no, because they are things your body naturally makes, there's no real downside to staying on these hormones, right?
No,
If they're regulated correctly.
Correct.
Yeah.
I have to go every 6 months and have my blood drawn, and they read for hormone levels and for everything really.
So progesterone, estrogen, testosterone.
And a thyroid support, and then they gave me several different supplements that I should take at this age. They told me women in menopause are typically chronically dehydrated. And
we
as
already,
much as
we
you
already
drink,
are kind
Get
of.
in line.
We're already checking a lot of these boxes.
there you go. You're perimenopausal.
So
probably.
do you take?
Drink more.
I just did this. Well, do you take like selenium for the thyroid, or is it like a prescription thyroid?
It's a prescription.
Oh. So I actually just did this. I don't know if you guys have seen this. The Clear Blue, that does the pregnancy tests.
Mm-hmm.
They just came out with a menopause testing kit. It's like a 5-day thing. I think you do it over 10 days, and it measures the FS. Is that right? FSH. There's a level. They're measuring this level of hormone. I assume because you could do it through your urine. That to tell you if you're perimenopausal, premenopausal, like all these different things. There is some debate that it may not be such an accurate test, but I did it because I was so.
What are you?
I'm I'm not even I think if you have that hormone, which fluctuates day to day, depending on how many days, then they kind of can tell you where they think you are.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have it any of the days, so I don't know. But that's a measure they do, I think, when they're kind of testing you. But what kind of doctor, how did you know where to go? Because I find a lot of women that I talk to are I don't know who to go to. My OB doesn't really care or know or even have it referrals oftentimes. And so that's what I wonder, how did you find your person?
Bert found the person for me.
Okay.
But so I didn't actively look for someone,
Yeah.
but I know that she is called a longevity doctor.
Okay.
So I know someone else asked me for a longevity doctor or offered one to me after I'd found this person.
Yeah.
In Pasadena. So
Okay.
There's lots now.
longevity
Are
doctor.
they Eastern more, or no, they're pretty Western?
I think they're pretty Western, but
Okay.
they're pretty. They think broadly
Yeah.
about health and wellness.
Overall.
Yes,
Overall
because her philosophy, what she said to me was, our philosophy is actually optimizing your health. It's not just about getting
one
the
piece.
minimum.
Yeah.
And your general doctor is like, well, you're in the range of
They
normal.
look at ranges and they go, we don't want you to fall into the range. We want you to be on the high end or above.
Yes.
Yes.
They want you to be optimal.
Yes.
Like when we were talking about this when I was seeing one, and I was tortured with the fact I'm like, ugh, because I compared it to SpaceX versus American Airlines. They are forward thinking, doing stuff that normal GPs aren't doing.
Yeah.
This is
Aggressive
great.
in some
You're
ways,
like,
but also
what
wanting
do you
to have a
trust?
feel even
Yes.
feeling your best.
Yeah.
Well,
not
they're
just doing
innovative.
okay.
They're very
Yes.
innovative.
They're very
Yes.
innovative, and they're willing to think outside the box.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that was what I was most interested in. I went not even for menopause. I went to this longevity doctor because I had long COVID symptoms, and I just happened to be in menopause at the same time. I actually wasn't
Yeah.
even in menopause.
How old are you? Can I
so
ask?
It was 2 years ago, so I was 52
When it all kind of started.
when I got off the pill.
Oh,
So
but that's that's a good age. I feel like some women are going through it so much earlier, right?
yes,
Okay.
women
Because of
are
the vaccine.
Yes, women are
They're
going through it
saying.
earlier.
I mean, there's so much.
I know. Who knows?
Who knows?
It could have been
Right?
COVID, you
Like,
know?
Again, anything that happens, you're like, well, it's because of that. It's because of that. And maybe it is, maybe it isn't, right?
I think you just got to deal with what's on your plate.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the what or the where.
So, sorry, to close the loop, when you went to the longevity doctor, that was prior to the menopause?
Well, she said she thought my body was trying to go into menopause,
Yeah.
but because I was still on the birth control pill,
Yeah.
that it couldn't actually completely kick into menopause. So she was like, I want you to get off the pill and start hormone replacement therapy on the same day, basically. Not really, but pretty much at the same time. And when I stopped taking my pill, I never had a period again.
Yeah.
Never again.
Yeah.
So she was like, well, clearly your
That
body was trying.
So that was the right move.
It was the right
Yeah.
move. Your
Yeah.
body was ready,
Yeah.
but you were giving it just enough estrogen to keep that train moving. I mean, my period was 6 hours long,
Yeah.
and it's just enough to be annoying.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
Yep.
Well, you had your hormones levels checked when you were doing all of that other stuff, right? No, but because were they trying to mess with those? That's what I wonder, because the hormone component of overall health in general, regardless of menopause or your age, I think is such an interesting study, and probably better not to be tweaking those if you don't have to. But what was
I had no reason to be messing with mine.
so yours were all
That's what
pretty
I
normal.
think. Mine were all normal. Like, say, for example, this is not accurate. Say, like, my testosterone range. A testosterone range for a woman my age should have been between 20 and 50.
Yeah.
Mine was, like, 44.
Oh.
Where I was like, it was fine.
Power lesbian
Like, you know, I
numbers.
could kick it up a little. But then I started being like, me, with the testosterone and
Did you?
progesterone. Yeah, and then I stopped because I was like,
Oh.
I think I'm having panic attacks.
Wait. Wait. So
that's
you.
right.
So you
Remember? And I called you guys
Yes.
over and you sat with me. I was like, I think it's all the hormones I'm
Oh,
on.
really?
Yeah.
So what? So what they were giving you testosterone and what else?
Testosterone, progesterone,
Oh. Everything.
a thyroid, which I didn't take.
Yeah.
So same as me.
Same as you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
same as
think
me.
like the testosterone they're trying to give you to like drop weight, right?
Testosterone's like the fountain of youth, they say.
Well, for women my age,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
when you go into menopause,
Yeah.
you have a shift in your ability to maintain muscle mass. That is a real
Another
actual shift.
ding check.
Right? So I have to work out
Mm-hmm.
harder than I did before I was in menopause to maintain the same muscle mass.
Mm-hmm.
But what testosterone does is help you hold on to that.
It's the muscle.
Yes. And muscle is what maintains your bone health,
Mm-hmm.
right? And your balance and your agility and your flexibility is all kind of wrapped up with musculature.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure it also helps you lose weight, but clearly I am not a stick figure. So it's not really that crazy of a weight
Well,
loss
no. Well,
thing.
you're also not jacking it up to a point that
No,
you don't
I'm
need
taking
to.
what they told me.
Yeah.
And I'm in the range, I'm in
Yeah.
the optimal range of
Yeah.
like normal for
Yeah.
me. But when I started, so on my test, numbers are probably different for everyone's test, but my test said that a woman in my age should be between 65 and 250 for their testosterone, and mine was 12. So mine was so low
Bye-bye, muscle.
that exactly. She
Yeah.
was like, this is so low that
Yeah.
now your thyroid's overworking.
Lord.
So we have to bump that up so your thyroid can calm down. So everything was just working
What do you
so
think women
hard.
I did a
before
lot of
this?
rewind. When I started it, I was just thinking this. I switched my antidepressant. I'm like, I'm doing a reboot. So I went on a new
Rebranding.
antidepressant, started progesterone,
Yeah.
started testosterone,
Yeah.
stared semaglutide.
You took a Molotov cocktail.
Whoa.
Is
I
what
was
you
like,
took.
my body was like, all right, here we go. Where are we going? Are we sick? Why do we have so much going through our body right now?
Are we sick?
Are we sick? Were we just diagnosed?
Am I strapped to the front of a train?
It's like, oh God, this is great.
Or the tracks. I don't
Wait,
know.
so what do you think women did? This is all relatively new.
Yeah.
So what do you think women did before this?
That's so funny. I was just talking about that with my friend who's just going through this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that women suffered in silence
Yeah.
a lot. I think that
My mom was bad.
Look, I'm
Was she?
crazy. I'm crazy.
It was before your wedding. It was before your wedding, and we were all sitting to have dinner, and it was the night before we were going to drive to Bowden. And she like turned green at the table. She started throwing up on the dinner table.
oh my God.
Then her head
And
spun
then like
around
a
3
few,
times.
she was like, "Eh." And then she tripped and knocked out her
Knocked her
tooth.
tooth.
She kept getting like lightheaded. She was
Oh
bad.
my God.
She didn't complain.
Yeah,
And everyone
exactly.
ran from the table except me.
I guess I
Aw.
It's
wonder.
like, you guys are so mean.
Aw.
Bird's like, I'm gonna throw up.
women-
I'm gonna throw up.
The women that suffered in silence, is there like a time frame where they suffer, then finally they're on the other end and they're like, okay, I'm fine now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's because
Yeah.
it's like not like my grandma, like, or you know what I mean, people that
Yeah.
like I knew like were like seemingly chill older women.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they did or didn't do, but
Yeah.
they didn't seem
Lunatics.
no.
No, I think that it for the most part, I think it did kind of, or does kind
Yeah.
of regulate, because what my longevity doctor
Yeah.
said was
Yeah.
to expect to be on this for at least 18 to 24 months. And then after that, you decide. Because
24 years.
what did I
Yeah.
say years?
No,
I said
I'm
months.
just I thought
Of
that's what you were going to
memory.
say, and I would
No,
have been
months.
like, oh, that makes sense.
No, but she said you can be on it for your whole life.
Yeah, yeah.
But at that point,
Yeah.
you're through the thick of
Yes.
it. Your body will start producing some of this on its own. So you may be able to just let it all go,
or you maybe
may
do a couple things.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. Okay,
So
that's comforting.
That was her window.
Get you
Yeah.
through the rough patch.
You know, she gave me
Yeah.
the best expectations.
Yeah.
Like, it was so realistic
Yeah.
to say, 18 to 24 months.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about it again. What do you want to do? How do you feel? What's working? What's not working? What do you look like now?
Yeah.
I wish, your brother is actually such a great partner in this period of my life. And I didn't expect him to be.
He is. He's great with like.
He is.
I agree with that.
expected
Such
him.
a like little sweetheart.
He is so sweet.
Yeah.
So
And
soft.
I expected him to be like, oh, Leann, so much drama right now, just crying. But he has been exactly the opposite. And I wish for women who are going through this to have a partner as good as mine has been, to step outside themselves and say, what's going on for her? This is not her. And it doesn't seem like she can help it. And I think about people who have marital problems and wonder if it's, in this time of their life, there's a lot going on for us. We're about to be empty nesters. We're really busy in business. And my body is just completely changing. And not only is my emotional body changing, my body is changing.
It's both the mental and the physical.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we had this moment where I was very kind of shy with my body because I have these huge boobs now I'm not used to.
Yeah.
I got a little thick in the middle. And I definitely look middle-aged in my clothes. I look at my ass and I go, nice middle-aged ass. But let's be honest.
You
it's a
look
middle-aged
great.
I know,
You
but
do.
I don't look like 25. Not that I should. But you think men are so visual. He's going to think, he's like, just don't look at me is how I was feeling. And one day I was like, oh, just so discouraged. I work out so much and I just can't drop the middle. And he goes, oh, I don't ever look at that. I just look at your boobs and your ass and they're amazing. And I went, I wish I was like,
I know,
that has
women,
changed.
We're like hung up more than
Yes,
they are.
exactly my point.
Yeah.
So he like, I let myself off the hook.
Yeah.
He
'Cause
ruined your stomach.
He does, and he
Yeah.
says that. He got me pregnant.
With
It's
the
his
kids.
fault.
That's
yeah.
it's his fault.
It is.
That's his property. He destroyed it.
It is. He owns
Why do you
that.
feel like did you get really big? Did you stretch out a lot?
I didn't get really big, but nothing really
Went
Goes back.
back. Like I could have probably done a tummy tuck
Same.
because I really have that part that kind of hangs over
Same.
even still, and I'm still in really good shape. My
Yeah.
abs, I could do
I think
100
it's
sit-ups
so funny.
today.
It's a spectrum. I think it depends on your frame. I'm
Genetics.
relatively
genetics.
small, but I didn't definitely bigger with the second and third sooner. But I mean, even at 40 weeks with Luca, people were like, "Are you sure?" Because I don't know. He was big, but I didn't stick out.
No, I didn't
so I
either.
didn't stretch like some
It's
of
not
my
about
friends.
stretching. It's internal.
I don't know.
It's not the skin. Some people get that crepe skin and it hangs. There's a ledge right there that I will never.
Just a
No,
shelf.
but I have
Never
friends
get rid
who
of.
a girlfriend specifically who is like my size, but got she didn't have twins or anything, got way bigger, and it stretched out in a way that now she has like a hernia and she will do a tummy tuck. I think she's just been waiting because it's no joke, but so I'm like probably had similar sized kids to her, and it's just interesting.
Isn't
But then I have
it?
another friend who just had the same thing randomly, the hernia and the tummy tuck. She just did it, and she was like, "Look at me," and showing me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, looks great."
That's good. Well, I only gained 25 pounds with Isla.
Same.
I mean, yeah,
It's
I don't,
nothing.
I don't
27,
think you need
right?
a tummy tuck.
It's nothing.
No,
I
it's just
don't-
something
I don't
internally.
need one, but
Yeah.
then
One
I-
side
You're like,
hangs
maybe
lower.
I should.
Exactly.
What'd you
One
say?
side hangs lower
Yeah.
than the other. It's a muscular thing. It's like a C-section scar. Some
I
people
would-
have a rope.
I was just gonna, but
Like
you
a
did
total rope.
you did C-section.
Did 2 C-sections.
Yeah.
You couldn't find a scar with a flashlight on me.
But
Right.
Leann, did you have C-sections?
No.
So I think that what you're talking about has a little bit to do
Yeah.
with the C-section.
I do too.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but yeah,
That's weird.
it is weird.
So, but for menopause, I wish that men could, and maybe all men do, and maybe I just had a weird, stupid expectation of men. But yeah, Bert's been so supportive, and I think it makes the process so much easier.
Yeah,
If
totally.
because I can't help it.
You
There's
don't
nothing I
need to
can do
be
about it.
like stressed about him on top of what
Yeah.
you're going through.
Yeah.
He's great stepping in when, in times of need.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
In genuine times of need.
He's a sweetie. He's
He is.
he's surrounded by women.
He likes
that was
to
his destiny.
swing in and go,
Yeah.
here's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Here's the plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did that with me when I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
He was like, we're done.
Super
And
supportive.
he was wearing the shortest shorts I've ever seen. Or I was like, I can't look down. Choose a side.
What's going on? So Luca, my oldest, will now rolling, and I don't know. It's just the 6th grade. It doesn't seem to be widespread in elementary school, but all shorts, basketball shorts, whatever, rolling them and he wants them like here. He wants them like here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 1980s basketball player. Like, you know, we're like,
Yeah.
fine, you don't want him like to the knee. I get that. But like, I've bought him shorts to here, and he's like, they're too long and look horrible. And then he goes like this, and then it like cups his butt. And I'm
How
like,
funny.
what is this look? And his friends are kind of doing it. And I'm like, where's it coming from?
Bert Kreischer,
I was just going to say.
Bert
maybe
wears
it's your brother.
the shorts that like the 80s.
the dolphin shorts.
This is what I mean. So where can I
he
get those?
showed
Because
up.
Luca wants
He's
them.
not going to want to wear those. He's not going to want to wear those.
Oh.
They're the ones with the net because they go so high up the hip.
Oh, they're like a swim short.
Sort
No,
of.
they're a
So, yeah,
workout.
I think what you're.
They're a workout
sort
short.
Of. They're for running.
He showed up at
Support,
my house
to
when
support the package.
It's
when
for running.
911 was there, and he showed up, and the first thing I said, I was like, "What are you wearing?" He's like, "I was working out." I was like, "Oh God, what the fuck is he wearing?"
Duran got Lucas some Muay Thai shorts from when he was like, I think that's what it's called, right? From Thailand.
Yeah.
They're like shiny and like red and like, you know, all these patches. And Lucas was like, should I wear these to school? I was like, I don't think so. I mean, they're cute, but it was like, it's like a costume.
Right.
But they were the right length.
right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
They hit where they needed to hit.
Well, I'm so curious. I mean, I so appreciate you like sharing with us about that journey, and I want to continue like you know, touching base and see how the journey continues to go for you. But it's so fascinating to me because as women, I don't think it's talked about as much. I don't think we know what to expect. I don't think we know where to go, or what kinds of things we could be doing prior to.
I wish I'd taken better care of my skin. I neglected my skincare. I did it, but I was like, whatever. But I wish I'd like
Same.
exfoliated more
I
and that
feel
kind
like
of
you're
stuff.
so like habitual about your skin.
Now I am
Oh.
in my 40s.
But what do you mean? You think that it would have eliminated some of the severity?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's just
Yeah.
one of the things I go, I could have done better there.
I think
And
everyone
I
thinks
could've
that. I think I'm like,
probably-
what if I had
Oh, yeah.
started like habitual skincare?
Yeah.
In
high
my
school.
20s.
What if I never drank an ounce of alcohol?
Oh, fuck
Right?
that shit.
Yeah, that's not
My
good.
face would be like a
Die of
baby's
nothing.
butt.
I couldn't. That doesn't count. That doesn't apply.
It doesn't count, right?
No.
Okay,
But
thank
the
you.
working out piece, though.
Yeah.
I wish
I
I worked
started
out.
working
Yeah.
out, but you're 12 years younger than me, so you're way ahead of me. So I didn't really start working out like this until 4 years ago, till I was 50.
Okay.
49.
I love your gym, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I haven't been inside your real house, but I was in your gym.
You
Can
were?
you believe she hasn't been in your
I
life?
cannot
By myself.
believe
No, I'm
you
just
have
kidding. I was
not.
there with Kottie and Nomi.
I cannot
really
believe you
nice.
haven't been in my house.
Yeah.
I know.
I know. I was waiting. I don't think you were home. Otherwise, I would have like not.
You can still go in my house.
I want you
just
to
have
be
two
there
big
with me.
dogs.
I want a tour.
Okay.
It's
They
beautiful.
have the best
Thank
screening room.
I love our screen room. I love our
So
house.
you feel like that if had you implemented that routine earlier, you think you would have been like ahead of the game a little bit now?
I do.
Interesting.
I do. I think it
Interesting.
took me a longer.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm in really good physical shape now.
Yeah.
But it took me longer than it would have if I had started earlier. I think the earlier you can start really working out.
Yeah.
And I work out. I do strength training 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And then I'm just active the rest of the week.
Yeah.
I could do more cardio than I do, but I think once you get to middle age, strength training is a lot more important
We've been saying that. Yeah.
than cardio
Yeah.
because I mean, cardio is important, but
Yeah.
I think the strength training just ties into so many other
And
pieces
you
of
really
health
see a
and wellness.
difference with the strength training, I think, more than the cardio. The cardio feels
Cardio
great.
is instant. You feel great.
The
and you're like,
mental, obviously, cardiovascular health.
Yeah.
Yes, but the strength training really is, I think, the key, especially more now.
To
I feel good
longevity.
for like 2
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Whereas cardio, I feel fucking great for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
it
Yes.
kinda fades.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
But
That
I
is
feel
interesting.
pretty good strength training for like 2 days. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I got to go back.
Yeah. She's great. Do you work out with the same person, Nomi?
No.
Oh, no. You have someone else, or you work out by yourself?
No, I work out with my friend Sandy and another trainer.
At your house?
No,
Oh.
we drive to Chatsworth.
Whoa.
Yep.
Right.
Fucking crazy.
It is a little bit crazy,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
You get some mental, emotional support with your friend? Yeah.
we call it the therapy ride.
Oh, I love that.
So Sandy and I catch up.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And then we work out,
Yeah.
and then we catch up. She helped me so much today. I was
I love
having
that.
teenage trouble. You know,
Yeah.
we have kids the same
Yeah.
age. And I was so frustrated with Isla. And in the middle of it, Sandy goes, you just keep in mind that you're her safe place. So she'll figure all this out.
Yeah.
Life will help her figure all
Yeah.
this out.
Yeah.
I know you feel like you're failing in this one area as a
Yeah.
mom. She's resisting. Just be the safe place. And I went in and worked out, just like working. I was so freaking mad at her
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
she's why I was late today, Isla. And I was so mad.
Yeah.
And then as soon as right when we were finishing the workout, I turned to Sandy and said, thank you for the advice. I think you're right. I think I'm going to go pick her up, and I'm going to be the soft place to fall, and I'm not going to give her any shit. And I think that's the right thing.
A senior. Yeah.
She has senioritis,
cool.
like in all joints.
Yeah.
She's
all joints.
like, she's eat up with it.
I love that therapy piece. I think it's so important. Like I love what the podcast for so many reasons, but I also think even days where I'm like,
I don't want to be doing this
in your head, and then like it's crazy how much just talking to like a friend, a therapist. I mean, it could be anybody. Like if it's worthwhile, if it's like. If you're getting something from it, and it's just like, I don't know, it's game changing, and you forget that. I think if you're not doing that often,
it's my therapist says to me, the point of friends and the point of relationships is so you don't have to hold anything by yourself.
Yeah.
So if you don't spend time with people you're in relationships with and really talk, then you're holding a lot by yourself. I'm so busy. I don't know when I would see Sandy if we didn't work out.
No,
I would never see anybody.
Yeah, no, I know.
She's the only person I see regularly because I work out with her. I have tons of friends.
Yeah.
But I see them like every 3 months now. I'm so busy. Or I either podcast with them.
It's not easy.
No, it's really hard.
I used to, when your life gets busy like that, I think in the beginning I felt more guilt about not following up or not talking to somebody, more frequently. And now it's just like, I think, your friends, and everyone's kind of going through the same stuff, and it's great when you can see them or you have something scheduled to see them. Or like, it's great when you guys go to the same school, your kids go to the same school, because then you're like interacting with these people. You don't even have to think about it, but you get that interface. I love that. But yeah, there's a lot of people I don't see that often, and it's, it's life, right?
It's life. Part of it is life, but I'll tell you this, heading into empty nester, you suddenly go, oh, wow. I got to really actively make sure that I have these relationships in place that are outside my marriage.
Yes.
And that I need relationships.
Suddenly you're like,
yes. Suddenly I'm like, wait a minute, I'm looking at you all day long?
I know.
I can't do that all day.
I think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to start picking up a sport. I was like, I got to start playing pickleball or something just to get myself, golf or something that I can do
the activity, the interaction. I agree. I think it's so important.
It's a social piece.
Even now, even before you're an empty nester, but yeah.
Yes, I could have, we kind of did that for a long time.
I think about that. I'm like, what happens?
I never think about that.
You don't think about that?
Fuck
You're
no.
too young in it. You got a 3-year-old.
I'm just going to smoke weed in a rocking chair.
She's got Benjamin Buttons
that
are just like perpetually babies.
Yeah, seriously, they're aging backwards.
Yours do feel like the youngest. Although
I'm night feeding them
Ted's
again.
like engaging with me for the first time in his entire life.
He's getting a little better.
He said hello to me. He made eye contact.
That's good.
This is the bar.
High-fived me.
That's good.
Just big.
That's
big.
good.
It's huge.
Big moves.
He talks to me too a little bit.
Yeah.
It's better when I'm not there.
I'm a little bit like your dad. I'm a little bit Mrs. Cellophane.
What does that mean?
Uncle Bert, Uncle Bert, Uncle Bert, Uncle Bert, Uncle
like
Bert,
you're
Uncle
see-through?
Bert. Yeah.
You're transparent?
I'm like,
I like that. I've never heard that.
Oh, it's from the play Chicago.
Oh, Mrs. Cellophane.
I'm like, it's my house too.
Like,
I'm the one that actually buys the snacks.
Yeah.
I'm the one that buys the snacks for the pantry. Don't say thank you to
You
Bert.
like those goldfish?
Yeah.
I know, right?
All me.
That's me.
Yeah.
Come talk to me.
So you got glycerin nose.
Oh yeah, she and I get along great. we swap all kinds of germs.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, Sam just was with her last night, so we'll see.
Lola?
Is she still sick?
She had a bit of a fever.
She's
really?
like, don't touch me.
Yeah, that's Lola.
She's like an old lady. Like, she's like, get your hands off me.
Get your hands off
And then
me.
I'm like, can I feel you? Like, I want to feel you. Because, like,
Yeah, she was like, she had like blue eye makeup on. She's like, don't touch me.
she like looked up and she was like, get your hands off me. Consent. Yeah, but the thermometer, Lisa was doing it to Lola, and it was like 102, and I kept feeling Lola, and she didn't, like as a mom, you could feel 102. She didn't feel 102.
She didn't feel 102.
102 is a fever.
Yeah, but she didn't, but she didn't want me
Hold
touching
on.
her.
Can we just talk about the progress you've made as
Yeah,
a
I know.
mother? Okay, when she first had Teddy.
Oh, she would have lost it.
Oh my
lost it.
goodness.
Yeah.
We went
Yeah.
to the urgent care a couple times, you and I.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I was
I was
scared.
like, you could just meet me here. I'll drive.
I know, and I kept going. I kept saying to Bert, "There's nothing wrong with this boy.
Yeah, yeah.
He is totally
Yeah,
fine. But
yeah.
I'm going to go because Kottie needs
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a vessel.
I think
Just
as a
whatever you
first
need.
time mom, there's like almost no escaping that. I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were more of a hot reactor than some. I would talk
was
you off
hot.
a ledge a few times.
It was hot.
I've talked you off a few ledges.
Remember when you came over and I was like, what did you just drug him with? You're like, it's grape water. It's fine.
Oh yeah. But then there'd be times where she'd call me panicking and I'd be like, he's fine. Is this, ask questions. And because once you've been through it, it's like, you can kind of like,
Yes.
the basics. And Mike would be in the background like, what is she, a doctor?
The problem I have is I understand her brain because I'm married to her brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I go,
Yeah.
some of this, Kottie this is not about Teddy.
Yeah.
This is about Kottie.
Yeah.
And Kottie needs someone to let Kottie come undone.
Yeah.
So just come undone.
Yeah. Exactly.
I deal with this all the time.
Yeah.
This is my whole household is that
But
brain.
now do you feel a little less crazed with Lola?
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
yeah. You're night and
I think
day.
so.
Oh,
I
night
just-
and day with Lola.
I don't know if I'm just not getting the calls.
No, night and day.
You know, they say by the time you have a second one, you just let them eat dirt. You just don't.
By the time you have
I
a
mean,
third
Lola's fine.
yeah. You just let them.
Yeah.
You're like,
Now,
they'll be
Ted's a little privileged because of COVID. I was like, if this is our last night together, I'm not going to discipline you.
fine. Oh, my God.
And that was a true problem I had. I was like, no one speak poorly to him.
Wait a minute.
Goodbye,
If this is our
Yeah.
last night together, I'm not disciplining you.
Yeah. That's how I started co-sleeping with him. I was like,
You
it's
want a
all
beer,
right, Sugar
Ted?
Plum. It's our last night together.
We're going to go.
Rest your head.
Oh, wait, I never got the thing. Was it supposed to come to me last night?
I didn't put in your street number, so they canceled it.
What was it?
A cot for her co-sleeping child.
Oh, you have a co-sleeper?
She was talking a big game. She's like, it's at your house right now. And I was like getting home. I was like, where is this thing? Because it looked big.
Do you think Dom wants it?
I don't know. It's fine. Don't. Just send me the link. I'll check it out. He goes, I had to tell you something, Mama. And I was like, what? He's like, Kottie showed me this thing. And I told her it looked cool to me. But now she says she's buying it. And I don't know if I really want it. And if it comes, I don't want to return it because it'll hurt her feelings.
He is like the
Old
sweetest
man.
little old man.
Thank you.
He's so
Yeah.
great.
Everyone's
yeah.
playing
He
like
and Isla
Nerf
have a
fights.
special.
Oh, yes.
They do.
They were playing Nerf fights last night, like all the boys.
Yeah.
And Luca was dominating. And I was like, Ezra, it's a fucking hostile takeover. Everyone go after the electric gun. Drop your
Yeah.
piece of shit
Yeah.
guns and go
Yeah.
after the electric
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah.
And then Dom's sitting there petting the puppy. He's like, he's all right, baby girl.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, the only one not
yeah.
fighting for a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
Besides him and Lola.
He'll
and Lola's just
disengage.
eating jelly beans, telling us
Redirect.
to not touch her.
Don't touch
On fire with her blue whiskers. She's like, don't touch me.
Oh, and then she put red eyeshadow on, so it looked like she was having an allergic reaction.
Mike's like, is she allergic to the puppy?
The red eyeshadow was like off-putting.
She was like, glycerin.
She's so funny. That little girl.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, sorry to rush you,
It's okay.
but I am going to ask you to come back like once a month because
I'll come back
this is
whenever.
like very like soul affirming for me.
Aww.
I love you.
That's so sweet.
I love you.
You are
too.
just like I don't know, just this like calming force.
Aw.
Like we really are.
Well, thank you.
I really love you.
That's a lovely compliment.
I mean
thank
it.
you very
I don't
much.
say that.
Well,
Anyone.
I love you too, Sam. I've known you a
I
long
was
time.
like,
You
is
love me back.
I was like,
course
she's
I
pulling
do.
a bird. She's like, thank you.
No, I wouldn't. I don't.
I
honestly,
wanted to
in that
acknowledge the
moment, I
compliment.
didn't, but thank you. But I didn't need anything. I said
I
really,
love you twice.
No, I just like adore you. I look up to you.
Aw.
I'm just like so happy to know you.
Well, I feel the same way. I love that you guys have been friends for so long.
Yeah.
And it's so, you know what? I love Kottie. She's my sister. I don't have a sister. So she and Annie are my sisters. And it's really nice to have you have been her sister
Yeah.
for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been a real gift.
Aw.
So
Same. I feel the same.
it's been
And
a
I love
gift.
that now we have this thing that we're doing together to like, you know,
See each other again.
it's just it's great. It's like a
Yeah.
your therapy ride. We have a set thing that we're doing, and I love it for so many reasons.
You keep
Yeah.
doing it because you guys are really good at this.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
thanks.
love
you.
your podcast. You're both
Thank you.
so unique and individual and funny in your own right. and entertaining as hell. I love this podcast.
Thank you. One of our users said they should make mics more expensive so people like us don't get the option to podcast.
That's the one that Kottie's holding on to.
What?
Kottie's holding on to that one.
These mics more expensive so that every Tom, Dick, and Harry
I
doesn't get
love
a
how
podcast.
that one got to you, and then there'll be a random one that offends me, and she's like, "Oh, I don't even listen to that." And then suddenly this one, she's hung up
she'll
on.
call me. She's like, "Do you see what she said? They said this bitch doesn't cook and tags me.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
This bitch doesn't cook."
This bitch doesn't cook either,
Yeah, I was
by
just
the
gonna
way.
say facts. By the way,
I don't
pretty
like
much
to
Whole
cook.
Foods.
Every time I cook, Bert turns his nose up and goes, So I just stopped. I was like, dude.
You cook, dude.
Exactly.
He likes
So he
he
does.
cooks all the time.
He's pretty good
He
at it.
loves it. Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here. We love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Don't worry
Love
about
you
it.
Bye.